Therapy said spend time together. My wife chose the lake with her family and left me home. I posted here before about a zoo trip where I pushed my way in to fix my family, and people said I was wrong. This time I tried to do the opposite. I stepped back. It still blew up. My wife says I'm the problem, even if she doesn't use that word. I'm not sure anymore, so here's what happened. We're in a rough spot. We separated for 6 months after I lost my job while she was pregnant. When I moved back, I slept in the basement. No hugs, no kisses, no small touch in the kitchen. We talk, but it's careful and stiff. We just started marriage counseling. Last night was our second session. In counseling, I learned her family doesn't trust me. Some of them flat out don't like me. My mother-in-law has been telling my wife we should not be together. I only heard that a week ago. It hit me like a punch. The therapist kept it calm and said we need time together, not bigger speeches. Date nights made my wife tense, so the therapist called it exposure. Spend time as a family, then as a couple. Rebuild reps. No living like roommates. There's a holiday weekend. Every year, her family stays at her parents' lake camp for 3 days. Her sister brings her kids. Cousins and old friends drop by. It's crowded and loud. Not many beds. This year, with the tension and the things I just learned, the lake sounded like a bad idea. We'd have to share a room and a bed. Her family already thinks I'm the villain. I'd be in a house full of people who don't want me there. 15 minutes after we got home from counseling, my wife pulled out backpacks and started laying out swimsuits, towels, and the kids' life vests. She packed sunscreen and bug spray. She only packed for herself and the kids. She didn't say I was not invited. She didn't have to. I got it. 3 of them were going. I was staying here. Last summer's camp photo on the fridge showed all of us soaked and grinning after the rain. It looked close in the picture and far in real life. I tried to follow the rules from counseling. I used I feel statements. I kept my voice low. I said, I feel like this weekend is a good chance to spend time together as a family. I said I wasn't asking to go to the lake. I really wasn't. I didn't want to be under the same roof as people who are hoping we break up. I didn't want to share a bed with someone who won't even sit next to me on the couch. I wanted us to stay home and do simple things near the house. Our neighborhood has block parties, parades, and cookouts all weekend. I pictured us walking the kids to the park, eating ice pops, letting them climb the splash pad while we sat on a bench and actually talked. I wanted to show I can be a real partner in parenting, not just a driver and a wallet. I thought starting as a full family would be easier than trying to sit across from each other at dinner and pretend we're fine. In my head, this made sense. My wife stared at the open suitcase. She said, I want to spend the weekend with my family. I almost said, we are your family, but I swallowed it. The therapist said not to escalate, so I took a slow breath. I folded a towel. I said, okay, I hear you. She kept packing. I kept trying. I asked what she was nervous about if we stayed. I said I'd handle bedtime both nights. I said I'd do breakfast, dishes, and the grocery run. I pointed to the flyer on our fridge for the neighborhood picnic. I offered to invite my parents for 1 hour so the kids could see both sets of grandparents without drama. I offered to keep it light. No heavy talks, just time together. She didn't answer. She zipped the suitcase. The sound made my neck go tight. I said one more thing. I said, I feel like if you take the kids and go without me, less than a day after the counselor told us to spend time together, it feels like choosing against us. I thought I was being honest without attacking her. To her, it was an ultimatum. She turned on me fast. She said I was laying it all on her and calling it a feeling. She said my choices got us here. She asked why I think her family doesn't trust me. She said I'm always saying I'm trying while making it her fault if she doesn't want the same plan. The room felt small. The kids were in the next room building with blocks. I kept my voice low and didn't answer back. She stopped packing. She checked on the kids and tucked them in early. I heard the soft click of their door. She walked past me without looking at me. She went to the bedroom she's kept to herself for the last year. The light went on. The door shut. I heard the lock. I stayed in the living room. The house sounded extra quiet, like it does when you turn off a fan and notice the silence. Now her mom is saying I'm selfish for asking them to skip the lake. Was I wrong?